Hi. Again, we have really great systems. All good things have a beginning and an end, don't they? All right. I have this habit of touching things. I love to touch everything. I love to touch everything. It's like it brings it to life. It's magical. I can't even. The first time I went into the desert, it was like looking at the face of God. I loved it so much. I took my drive into the desert. It was amazing. It was really beautiful to me. Um, I'm upset because I figured out about the pharaohs. What was going on? You're gonna have to. Um, the answer to your question about why the pharaohs were treating you that way is right in front of your faces when you go to Egypt. The first important thing in the world is language. Once a baby is born, they must learn language as soon as possible. So, in the light, first comes the light and then comes language. It was extremely intelligent in the child's birth. And considering what they were doing, it was equally as important. What the priests were doing, well, um, you can figure that out by what I'm going to tell you. Some Egyptian hieroglyphics are flat. As time went on, they started making them extruded. The reason for the extrusion was not just as sun worshippers. And in a way, it was. It became a habit to hide the fact that they were blinding the pharaoh. It was Braille. By a punishment of their gods, the priests. It was a way to steal education, steal knowledge, and in order for priests to have their way with their slaves, they had to make them work hard and had to give them a reason to work hard. Pharaoh could barely see. So the bigger the objects were, the easier they were for the pharaoh to see, especially if he wanted to see his empire. Well, the priests were blinding him or her, by wearing a mask and making sure Pharaoh didn't look human. But it wasn't all bad in that way. Probably started off as something extremely innocent, such as all good ideals begin. All good intents don't always end well, as it was. So the brighter the cartouche, the brighter the hieroglyphics, the easier it was for Pharaoh to see. And then tactile contact, depending on which mixed breed he was. Combination of both. So some of your stuff may be wrong. Some of your stuff, most of it should be extremely right. It's just oral tradition. A lot can be lost in oral tradition, and it's not a bad thing either. But for me, I'm part of that society in a way. Um, it's a long, weird story that we're never getting into. I don't worship the pyramids. I like them small. In all due honesty, though, one of my fascinations, one of the reasons I got into kind of a little bit of Egyptology, but I didn't get that far into it, was because of crystals. I love crystals. They're beautiful. like a monkey, like a monkey. Um, I feel better. I know where my emotions come from as a whole and my connection to other people and why I feel weird around people sometimes. It's kind of nice. Why I get these emotional waves. It's comforting in its own right. Um, it's good to know your origins so you can understand yourself better. Reactions come from, it's like, where am I getting this from? The difference between life and death for you. So is the capacity to get an education. And knowing when somebody's trying to brainwash you from outside your window. This is all technology. This is extremely advanced technology, the same as these computers that some of you love so much and weaponize so fiercely. Understanding when somebody's altering you and being aware of your own evolutionary instincts, as well as the presence of God in your life. Knowing the difference between a man with a crystal and God saying hello is vital to your survival and to the survival of your family members on a daily basis here on Earth, whether you like it or not. Um, our ability to react to negative environments, however which way they may present them, aspect is equally as vital. If your skin starts peeling for no apparent reason, somebody can't say, well, you've got mites or lice when somebody detonated a nuclear bomb like 200 miles away and you didn't see it because you were asleep. Would you consider that to be okay? It's the same deal. So for those of you who are being manipulated by these priests who passed on the same world tradition as you for 10,000 years in order to attack and become the most powerful men on earth, be aware of what they did back in the with the same fervor, intent, passion, desire, and need as you. Realize that they have the same driving force, if not even more so. Just don't let them in your house. And good luck.